ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਤੁਮ ਦਾਤੇ ठाकुर प्रतिपालक नायक खसम हमारी। Waheguru ji is the giver of the poor. ਅਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਰੋਜ਼, every day in the ardas, in the prayer we do, हे ਨਿਮਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਮਾਨ, ਨਿਤਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਤਾਨ, ਨਿਉਟਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਓਟ, ਸੱਚੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। Even physically in this world, if somebody is poor also, he will take care of that person. Not just in this world, but also in the next world. He will not let us go through any pain. The biggest pain which we have is the pain of life and death. We come in this world again and again because we think we are this physical body. We don't connect with the wisdom of Waheguru, and that's why we have to come back again and again, because worldly desires can never be fulfilled. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਹੈ, ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਕਦੀ ਖਤਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ. So whenever, whatever the leftover desires are, will have to come back again to fulfill those desires. That's why Maharaj keeps on telling us, vichar mare tare tare ult jon na aave. Can they finish your thoughts right now? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਖੁਨੇ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਲੈ, ਵਿਚਾਰ ਮਾਰੇ ਤਰੇ ਤਾਰੇ ਉਲਟ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ. They don't come back here in this zone. Why? Because if any vichar, if any desire is left, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਮਨ ਦਾ ਫੁਰਨਾ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ, ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ, we will have to come back again. Maharaj is here to help us in this world and in the life between life. It's called LBL. Life is not ending. The body will perish, but the life will not end. There are consequences. Now it depends on our karams, on what we do. Slok Deen Dard Dukh Panjana. Let's sing this slok. दीन दर्द दुख पंजना, कट कट नाथ अनाथ, कट कट नाथ अनाथ, शरण तुम्हारी आयो, शरण तुम्हारी आयो, नानक के प्रभ साथ, नानक के प्रभ साथ, दीन दर्द दुख पंजना. Deen is the poor, a meek person, which we all are, our minds are, and we have dard also. We have a lot of pain, we have a lot of suffering, but he is the one who is who will take care of anybody who is in pain, anybody who is in suffering, because he is present everywhere. Kat kat nath anath. He's the master and he's everywhere, not just within us, outside us, everywhere we see. We just need that dibdrishti, those eyes to see him. Sargun, Nirgun, Nirankar, Sun Samadhi Aap, Apan Kiya Nanka, Ape hi fir Jaap. We just have to remember him and our eyes will start opening up. We'll start seeing him outside as well as inside. Naam can be seen. Remember, we all discuss this all the time. Naam starts with Akri Naam, with the words, with the Gurmantar, and then after Gurmantar, we get Amrit Ras, we hear the voice of Waheguru, then we start seeing it in the form of light, that Atam Ram. He is present everywhere. So Naam has many, many forms. Even in this world also, if we keep our mind out of the Maya, then what will happen? we can see the Naam, the Atam here also, the Satguru here also, in the form of Nirgun, Nirgun Sup, this empty space, this Khali Kla. When we will put the dhyan, put the focus there, we will see him. That's what Maharaj is saying. And why you worry? The one you want to make a friend with, he is Dukh Panjan. Dukh Panjan Tera Naam Ji. Dukh Panjan Tera Naam. Deen Dard Dukh Panjana Kat Kat Nath Anath. Even for the orphans, he is the master. He is our father. He is our mother. तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा माता, तू मेरा पिता, तू है मेरा माता. He is our father as well as our mother. I came to your Sharan because Guru Nanak, through his Gurbani, guided me that if I will come to your sanctuary, you will destroy all my pain and suffering. We all have pains and suffering. Maharaj says all the pain, worldly or otherwise, suffering of the body or the mind, will go away when we will come to his sanctuary, when we will receive his naam. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ 'ਚ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ. ਦੀਨ ਦਰਦ ਦੁੱਖ ਪੰਜਨਾ ਘਟ ਘਟ ਨਾਥ ਅਨਾਥ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ ਆਇਓ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸਾਥ. I came with in the Sharan of Nanak, with the Gurbani, with the wisdom given to me by Gurbani Guru. Gurbani kahe, sevak jan mane. I came with the wisdom. And when we will come to the wisdom, with that Guru, with that Gyan, with that wisdom of Gurbani, then our pain will go away. Because then we have to do what Gurbani is telling us to do. Ashtapadi Jai Mat Pita Sut Meet Na Pai Man Uha Naam Tera Sang Sahai. Now this is a yatra, this is a travel. Hunne rasta shuru ho gaya. What will happen when we will leave this body, physical body? When we are in this body, we have these problems, worldly, Maya related, Trigun Maya related problems, Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattogun, right? But what happens if we are not able to remove our thoughts, erase our thoughts while in this world? Fir ki hoega? Ashtapadi, this is the second Ashtapadi of Sukhmani Sahib on Ang 264. Maharaj says, Jai Mat Pita Sut Meet Na Pai. That rasta, that path, in this physical world, we'll still have our parents, our friends, our family. Somebody is there in this physical body. But you remember, just remember this thing, when you sleep in the night, even the person sitting next to us, laying down next to us, we don't know who that person is. The same thing, when you are going to permanently leave this body, sleep is an example. Sleep is a realization where everybody has to sleep. Does not matter whether the person is religious, spiritual or not. But we all forget that this is a realization. The same thing is going to happen when we are going to die. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਛੱਡਣਾ ਹੈ, ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ. Just like we don't remember anything, who is next to us, then also we will not remember anything. But Maharaj says, the Gurumukhs who will wake up their mind, they will know who they are, who is sitting next to them, who is laying down next to them while they are still alive. We have to learn that. Moya jitkar jaiye te jeevtya mar mar. Can they learn how to die while you're alive? Can they Jai Mat Pita Sut Meet Na Pai? Can they there where you have to die, where you have to go, where you have to leave this physical body, nobody is going to accompany you. Tere naal kise ne nahi jana. Teri maa ne nahi jana. Tere pyo ne nahi jana. Your mother is not going to go with you. Your father is not going to go with you. Nobody. Your children, they are not going to go with you. Nobody is gonna go with you. But there is one thing which can go with you. Oh, mind, we are minds, right? Mind, one thing just can go with you, but only remember, as we always say this, there is one place where the naam is not there, and that is the mind. But if the mind will be imbued in the color of naam, in the love of naam, naam jinke man vasya, when the man, in the naam will be there, if the naam will be present in the mind, the Maharaj kende man uha naam tera sang sahai, only naam is gonna go with you, and the naam is there, then you will have no problems. The path will be smooth. You know, I always give this example. Some people come to America or from India, right, with through a donkey route, right? Donkey route is they go through Panama jungles, and it's so difficult. It's very difficult to come, right? Through illegal means. When you don't have a naam, it's like you don't have a visa. So you will still be coming, but you'll be coming through very difficult routes. You might even face prosecution in between. And that's what happens in the donkey routes. If you are familiar with that, they go through the Panama jungles, they go through so much prosecutions. They are treated like slaves in there. Same thing. If we don't have a naam, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ, same ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ treatment ਹੋਣਾ. And Maharaj describes this to us. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਹ ਮਹਾ ਭਿਆਨ ਦੂਤ ਜਮ ਦਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ on the way. So basically, a little bit of a background we all need to understand. In the beliefs in Hinduism or in Sanatan Dharam, there is a book called Garud Puran. In Garud Puran, they have mentioned the way that what you receive or what you face when you leave this physical body, like a death. After death, what happens? And for everything, you need to do some kind of rituals to avoid that, right? For example, since you're going to be alone there, so you need to do some rituals. So in 13 days after the death, they do some kind of puja. It's a part of Garud Puran. They read the scriptures of Garud Puran, and they hang a mud vessel, the earthen vessel, I should say, earthen vessel next to the door of a person, and they fill it with the water. The place where the person has died, outside the house, they hang a earthen vessel filled with the water, and that vessel is there for 13 days, so that they can do the puja. They believe, and they tie the toes with the thread. The toes are tied, especially the big toe. The big toe is tied with a rope. They believe that the pran has not fully left. There are different forms of prans. Slowly and slowly, it takes around 13 days to fully leave the body, right? And there are sanskars which they have to do, right? There are rituals they have to do. But Maharaj says, if you have naam, you don't have to do any rituals. If you meet the jam doots out there, it's not only one jam. Maharaj says, Jai Maha Pyan. Pyan is scary, terrifying. Doot Jam Dala. There will be the groups of jams. The angel of deaths. Not the angels, you can say the agents of death. There will be the groups of them to prosecute you in between. And there are rituals associated with that in Garud Puran. Maharaj says you don't have to do any rituals. If you, while you were alive, if you got connected with the Naam, then you will not face those jumps. Because everybody has to go. We have to leave this physical body one day or another, today or tomorrow, whenever. Te keval naam sang tera chale. But if you have a naam, Sukham naam, if you have connected, your mind is connected with that sound, with that light, if you can see that light while you were alive, that naam will go with you. If you have merged in that one naam, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਨਾਮ ਹੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, nothing else can go with you, only ਨਾਮ can go, ਕੇਵਲ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਗ ਤੇਰਾ ਚੱਲੇ, ਜੈ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਅਤ ਭਾਰੀ, you will face lot of obstacles there. Same the donkey route, you go through the jungles and all, you don't have a food, you don't have a water, you face lot of obstacles. Even the rasta is very, the path where you are going is also very terrifying. Sometimes there are snakes and all that stuff. Similar kind of obstacles are there. I remember we are talking about life between life, when you have left the physical body and you are going to the destination, whatever the destination may be, right? Everybody's destination will differ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਆਏਗੀ, you will have a lot of problem. Remember, the time and space will not exist there. ਜਿਹੜਾ time and space is based on this earth, ਇਹ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦਾ time and space ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ time ਕਰਦੇ ਨਾ, this time and this time space and all, that will not exist there, because you are, time and space is subjected to this physical body. When you leave the physical body, your mind is sukham, your sukham body is activated there. There is no time and space. Jai mushkil hove at bhari as in very difficult, so many obstacles, badiyan mushkilan auniyan. Har ko naam khin mahe udari. But if you have a naam, those obstacles will no longer be there, right? You know, people who do a donkey route, some people, if they spend more money, they take a air flight, right, to some country in between, let's say Mexico or somewhere, wherever, and they come by air without any problems, right? Some people who have spent less money, they go through multiple different routes. Sometimes they go through a ship, or they change the planes, and a lot of problems, right? But if you have a naam, you are directly going to go where your destination is. Obviously, if you have a naam, your destination is Waheguru. You will merge with one directly. But if somebody has not merged, if we have not merged, what will be our path? Jai mushkil hove at bhari, har ka naam khin mahe udari. No obstacles will be there for the ones who have received the naam from Satguruji, from inside them. Khin mahe udari. In an instance, all the obstacles will go away. Anik punah charan kart nahi tare. You can do as many puns, as many good deeds, good karams, sattoguni karams. Some people say, oh, that person was very nice. He did a lot of donations. He helped a lot of people. She did a lot of good things. Maharaj says, does not matter. Anek punah charan karat nahi tare. You might be doing a lot of good deeds. Maybe you had very good karams. You will still face the prosecution. You cannot cross this terrifying ocean. Bada drona ka. Maya da jhal jehda na bahut drona hai. Anek punah charan karat nahi tare. Har ko naam kot paap par hare. Kende, but if your naam is there, then you have erased all those paps, all those sins, all those thoughts. Par hare, all will go away. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. The dukhs will fly and sukh will come if you have naam with you. The peace will be there. That's why Maharaj is saying, oh, okay, even if you have done a lot of good things, because there in the Garud Puran, everything is there, right? Mentioned there. If you do this, you have to do this, you have to donate this much money, you have to, give water to this many people. Maharaj says, does not matter. Even if you're doing all the good deeds also, Sattaguni deeds also, you're a compassionate person also, but if you don't have a naam, you'll still go through the prosecution. But if you have naam, then those paap will go away. Dukh par har sukh kar le jaye. Gurmukh naam japo man mere. Kende Gurmukhs, through the naam, when you will jap the naam, when you will listen to the naam, when you will do it in love, Gurmukh naam japo man mere. When through the mind, when you will jap, Nanak pavo sukh, Nanak pavo sukh kanere. So many sukhs will come. Kanere hunde bahut jyada. Lot of peace, full peace. You will not go through any problems. Keda sukh milega? Naam da sukh. Otherwise, there's only pain. Sagal Shrishth ko Raja Dukhiya. This is the second pad. Ashtapadi has 8 pads. We are on the second pad of the second Ashtapadi. Sagal Shrishth ko Raja Dukhiya. What about the kings? What about the people who have a lot of money? Who are kings, who are presidents and prime ministers of this world, who have a lot of power? Does not matter. Sagal Shrishth ko Raja Dukhiya. The happiness of the world, worldly happiness, Maya di jehdi khushi hai na, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਖੁਸ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. Nobody gets happy with the worldly wealth, with the worldly power. Everybody is dukhi, everybody is in pain. Sagal Shrishth ko Raja Dukhiya. How can we get a sukh? How can we get a peace and happiness? Har ka naam japat hoye sukhiya. You have to jap naam, then only you can be sukhi. You have to connect with that naam. Lakh karori bandhan pare. If you collect a lot of money, millions and billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, you have a lot of gold and silver. That, you know what happens? That's why there are many, many stories. But if you have no money, or if you have very less money, you will not be worried. You will not be worried. Because you know you will not be worried about people stealing your money. More money you have, more real estate you have, more properties you have, more investments you have, you will be always worried. Oh, my investment money is going down, it's going up. Or somebody is going to steal my money, somebody is going to do that. You'll be always worried. But Maharaj says, if you have a lot of money, it acts like a bondage for you, because you are always thinking about that. Oh, what is happening to my investments? What is happening to my money? Bandhan paunde ne sago. Lakh karori bandhan pare. Har ka naam japat nistare. The only wealth which you need is the wealth of naam. Japo honnu. The more you will jap, more your thoughts will be erased. Then you will be nistare. You can cross this ocean. You will be released out of these bonds of Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattogun. You will be released. Anek Maya rang tikh na bijave. You will be always still so thirsty. You can collect as much money, as much worldly powers. You will still be thirsty of collecting more money. You can ask anybody. The person who has $100, they'll say, I want $1,000. If somebody has $1,000, they will say, want to have $100,000. If somebody has $100,000, their mind will be, oh, I need $1 million to survive. I gave this example earlier also. My ex-boss, right, he used to tell me, I need $5 million to retire. And lately, I met him like a few years back, and I said, oh, you must have now $5 million. He said, but things have changed. Now to retire, I need $10 million. Collecting money thirst never is quenched. That's why Maharaj is saying, Anek Maya Rang. If you have love for the Maya, tikh na bujave. You will still be thirsty. Har ka naam japat agave. The satisfaction will only come, the contentment will only come if we have naam with us. That sukham naam, that light of Waheguru, that divine light, that amrit ras. Jai marg eh jaat akela. That path where you have to go, you have to go alone. Nobody can come with you. ਕੱਲੇ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਉੱਥੇ, ਕੱਲੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਅਸੀਂ, ਕੱਲੇ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ. We came alone and we have to go back also alone. Nobody's going to come with us. ਜੈ ਮਾਰਗ ਇਹ ਜਾਤ ਅਕੇਲਾ, but something can accompany you. ਤੈ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਗ ਹੋਤ ਸੁਹੇਲਾ, but you can still be happy there if you have naam. Guru Pyaro, the scene is such. The path for Gurmukhs is different. The path of Manmukhs is different. It's like somebody is taking a flight to go to the next life, next world, and somebody is going through a prosecuted path or a donkey route. But when you have Naam, you will go very fast. Te har naam sang hot suhela. Naam should be with us. Sang sade saath na chale bin bhajan, bikhiya sagli char. Bhajan bandgi should be there. The praises, if we are doing, then it will be very easy. It will be very comfortable. Aisa naam man sada dhyaye. Maharaj says you have to chant the naam all the time. Sada. Aisa naam man sada dhyaye. Nanak Gurmukh Paramgat Paye. Aisa naam. Which naam? That naam which is going to give us that happiness. That naam which is given by the Satguru Ji inside us. Oh Magna. We have to do Ardas Beinti again and again. Vintud Horje Magna Sir Dukha Ke Dukh. Because that's what it is proved. Kuch bhi mangange. Anything we will ask, worldly things, it is just going to give us pain and suffering. We have to pray for that naam. We have to ask for that naam. Ardas Beinti karni. Aisa naam man sada dhyayi. Can I put your focus on that naam? That Sukham naam. Nanak Gurmukh Paramgat Paye. Then you can go on the Chautha Pad above your 9 doors. And the 10th door is not physical. It is Sukham. Right? That whole 10th door, that Sachkhand. We are sitting in a Sachkhand right now. It's Sukham. Utthe asi jana. That's destination. Our mind has to go there. Chutat nahi kot lakh bahi. Now we are on the 3rd pada. Maharaj says some people saying, oh, I have so many people to help me. I have so many friends. I have so many workers. You cannot be liberated. Maybe you have many people who work for you. You cannot still be liberated. Lakha baha. Even if you have 100,000 people for you, working for you, you cannot be still liberated. Only Naam can make you liberated. Naam japat teh par parahi. If you want to cross this ocean, terrifying ocean, you have to jap Naam. You have to connect with that Sukham Naam. Your mind has to connect. Anek bigan jai aaye sangare. Sangare. And even if there are so many obstacles, so many misfortunes comes in your life, and don't worry. Har ka naam tatkal udare. Tatkala de vich. You know, tatkala is like in the weather time. Kende no tatkal. Tatkala da time. The weather time. Sham de time. Meaning, if in the morning you have a problems, evening it will go away. Very fast. Very fast. Even in the world also, in the worldly life also, something happens to you in the morning, evening it will go away. Naam will give you honsla, will help you. Now what is Naam? Naam is that power which is always with us. We just have to make sure we connect with it. That Atam Ram is the Naam. Anek bigan jai aaye sangare. So many obstacles will come. So many problems will come. Misfortune things will happen. Because that's a part of life. Sukh dukh doye kapde pehre jaye manukh. Sukh will also come. Happiness will also come. Suffering will also come. Dove cheejan aangiyan. Both of the things will come. But it will go away very fast. Tatkal udare. Anek jon janme mar jam. Can they maybe you go through a lot of reincarnations. So even if we don't get a naam now, if we don't receive a naam now, we are lucky that we know this path of naam. But if somebody doesn't receive the naam, ultimately they have to come into this position, into this June of Manukha Dehi, where they can receive the naam. You know, insects, animals, 84 lakh June, they cannot receive the naam. But yes, if Vaheguruji wants, he can do it, but normally that's a process. Only in Manukha Dehi, only in this physical body, we can jap naam, we can connect with the naam, we can receive the naam, otherwise not. Anik Jon, Janme Mar Jam. We are going to go death and life, the cycle of life and death will be there. But when we will jap naam in this Manukha Dehi, in this physical body, then we will have Vishram, a rest. We will rest in peace. We say, right? Somebody dies, we say, rest in peace. They can only rest in peace if they have naam with them. How mela mal kabho na tove. Can they our ego? How? Wherever the word how is there in the Gurbani means Maharaj is talking about the ego. Home di gal kar rahe. Home. Can they that ego has made us corrupted, filthy. Our mind is corrupted. Till the time we will not remove this ego with Vaheguruji's kirpa, with the grace of Waheguru, उन्नी देर तक किव सचियारा होइए किव कूड़े टुट्टे पाल हुक्म रजाई चलना नानक लिखिया ना हाउ मैला मल कबू ना धोवे कहते if we'll keep on in the ego how which आया how which गया कहते but if with Vaheguruji's kripa if they come in sachi sangat and jap naam and connect with the naam har ka naam कोट पाप खोवे कहते crores millions of sins will be erased with the naam, with the Sachi Sangat. Kende that naam, kende japo Sangat ji. Sangat ji come in Sachi Sangat and jap that naam. Don't worry about your physical body. It's going to perish one day. Aisa naam japo man rang, pyar de naal. Rang is pyar. Pyar de naal japo. In the color of that naam, in the love of that naam, japo. Mind should chant. Nanak paiya sad ke sang. Sad ke sang as in Sachi Sangat, in the true congregation. Nanak paiya sad ke sang. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Aao ji assi vi japiye so that we can also have the peace. Wah, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. Wah, Guru, 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 Guru प्यारे सेवा कर लो वाह गुरु 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 वाह Nere, Wah, 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 Nere,
Waheguru, 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 Nere Wa 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 Nere। अंतर्गत सिमरन वाहिगुरु जी। मन ही बोले मन ही सुने। वाहिगुरु जी। हम अवगुण परे एक गुण नाही, अमृत छाड़ बिखे बिख खाई, माया मोह परम पै भूले, सुत दारा स्यो प्रीत लगाई। एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत, तह मिलंत जम त्रास मिटाई। एक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, गुरु रामदास राखो शरणाई। एक अरदास पाठ कीरत की, गुरु रामदास राखो शरणाई। बोल चुकी की माँ की वाह।